So good morning students. So in this video we can discuss one more example for conversion from context free grammar to push down automata. So already in last session, in last video we was discussed whatever the conversion procedure from context free grammar to push down automata and then how to convert from context free grammar to push down automata. So here the question is write the algorithm and also convert the following context free grammar to PDA, and the grammar is S derives A ABC, A derives AB or A, B derives BA or B, and C derives A. So here to answering this question, first of all we will write the conversion procedure. So that is whatever the algorithm we are used to convert from context free grammar to push down automata. So that is whatever the procedure. So and then we can convert the given context free grammar into the PDA. So this is the question. So now first of all we write whatever the algorithm or whatever the procedure for conversion from context free grammar to push down automata. So already in last video we was discussed the same thing. So to convert from context free grammar to push down automata, so first of all the given context free grammar, each and every production rule RHS. So first symbol is must be terminal. So here the first symbol on each and every RHS of the production rules is must be terminal symbol. So that is the first restriction or first condition, and then we can convert that particular. So if that condition is satisfied, then only converts that particular grammar into PDA. So next, to convert from CFG to PDA, we are having two rules. One is for non-terminals, another one is for terminals. So here there is some non-terminal symbol, then we can add some specific rules. So that is del of q comma epsilon comma a, then it can be written as q comma alpha. So why here a is written as alpha means, so here there is a production a derives to alpha. So here alpha means which contains any number of symbols. So those symbols must be starting with the terminal symbol. And for each and every non-terminal we are adding some specific production rule, that is some specific ID in PDA, that is del of q comma a. So here a comma a means some terminals, then we can perform the pop operation. Previously we performed the push operation. So this is the procedure for converting from CFG to PDA. So now consider the given grammar and then try to converting into PDA. So here the given grammar is S derives to small a, capital A, BC. So here the given grammar is S derives small a, capital B, capital C. That means RHS is starting with the terminal. Next, A derives AB or A. Here also RHS is starting with the terminal. B derives BA or B. Here also RHS is starting with the terminal. And C derives A. Here also RHS is starting with the terminal. So that's why first condition is satisfied. So that's why now we will convert this grammar into PDA. So now we convert each and every production rule into PDA. So in the form of instantaneous description. So here let there is some PDA equals to, there is a state, the number of states is, we are using only one state, that is Q, and here input symbols is A comma B, and stack contains, these are the possible symbols. So all non-terminals S, A, B, C, and terminals AB. So these are the stack symbols, and this is the transition function, and Q is a starting state, and S is a starting symbol in the stack, and pi is the there was no final state. So from first production rule, S derives BC. It can be written as del of q comma epsilon comma S. So here Q is a current state, S is the some non-terminal on stack. So then we can replace whatever the RHS of production rule S. So that is BC. This information can be, these symbols can be pushed into the stack. So that is q comma BC. So it can be treated as a some ID1. Next, from second rule, A derives AB or A. So from this we can write two productions or two transition rules. So those are del of q comma epsilon comma A. So here A is the top of the stack. Then we can push either AB or A. So that's why q comma AB. Here push AB into the stack, or only A can be pushed into the stack. So AB push into the stack can be treated as instantaneous description 2, and only A push into the stack can be treated as instantaneous description 3. From next production rule, B derives to BA or B. Here also multiple productions. B derives to BA or B. So that's why when del of Q is the current state and currently top of the stack is B, then we can perform the push operation either this one or this one, that is either BA or B. So that's why Q comma BA or Q comma B. So this can be treated as ID4, only B can be treated as ID5. And final production rule, C derives to A. So that's why del of Q comma epsilon comma C, we can perform the A can be pushed into the stack. So it can be treated as a ID6. Next, so these are the non-terminal related productions. Now consider only terminals related productions, that is A comma A and B comma B. So when read current state Q, input symbol, when read from current state Q, input symbol is A, top of the stack is A, then perform the pop operation, it can be treated as ID7. At the same way B comma B also perform the pop operation, it can be treated as ID8. So these are the IDs are PDA for the given context-free grammar. So now to check our developed or our constructed PDA is valid or not, for that purpose we can derive some string from the given grammar and then perform translation or tracing for that particular string. If that string is derived from the grammar properly, then that particular string must be executed or must be accepted by the PDA, then only our PDA construction is valid one, otherwise our developed PDA is invalid. So that's why to derive any string from the any grammar, always starting with starting symbol, that's why S, their RHS is A, B, C. So in the place of A, there are two productions, one is AB or another one is only A, so we assume AB, otherwise only A is also valid, no problem, just I assume AB. And next in the place of B, I replace, there is two production rows, either BB or B, so that's why I replace with B. And next remaining B and then C, so this is also B and then C. So in this place, in this B also I was replaced with B. Here also there are two production rows, BB or only B, so that's why I can consider only B. And in the place of C there is only one production, that is A. So finally derived string is double A, double B, A. So this string is derived from the given grammar, so that's why our constructed PDA must be accepts this particular string. So that's why we are consider this particular string as input from the current state Q or initial state Q and performing the simulation. So here Q is the current state, top of the stack is S. From ID1 we can replace, we can perform the push operation A, B, C, A, B, C. So initially stack contains only top of the stack as S, starting symbol of the grammar. So now it can replace with their production from ID1 A, B, C. So next, so now current state is Q and the top of the stack is A and input is also A, that is in the form of del of Q comma A. So from ID7 we can perform the pop operation, that means top of the stack A is popped from the stack, then remaining is ABC. So now the production, now next input symbol is A. So now current state is Q and top of the stack is capital A, this is the non-terminal, so that's why from ID2. So actually for this there are two production rules, those are in the place of A we can replace either AB or only A. So we assume, so in the place of A, actually here input is A, so here input is A, so that's why we consider this production rule, so that is Q comma AB, so that means AB will be pushed into the stack, so that's why in the place of this A, AB will be pushed into the stack. Next, so here current state is Q and top of the stack is A, input is also A. From ID7 we perform the pop operation. So after performing the pop operation, remaining input is BBA, top of the remaining stack contains BBC. So that means here top of the stack is A, this A will be popped from the stack, remaining is BBC. So next, current state is Q, top of the stack is B and input is B, so that's why we assume, so actually here there are two possibilities, ID4 and ID5, so but here ID5 is preferable, so that's why we prefer ID5, so that means this B is replaced with only B. So here top of the stack is actually contains B, in the place of B we can replace with only B, so that's why this stack can be converted as, in the place of B replace with B and remaining B as it is and then C, so this is the stack. So after this So in current state is Q, and top of the stack is terminal B, input is B. So that's why we perform the pop operations. That means this B will be popped from the stack, then remaining is BC. Next, current state is Q, and the top of the stack is capital B, input is B. So that's why we can push only B, not BB. So we can push only B, that from ID 5. So then it can written as Q comma input is BA as it is, top of the stack is B, and one more symbol C. So that means stack contains initially this configuration B and C. So now in this place of B, as for ID 5, we can replace with the terminal B. Next, current state is Q, input is B, top of the stack is B. From ID 8 we can perform the pop operation. That means this B will be popped from the stack, remaining is only C. So now current state is Q, input is A, top of the stack is non-terminal C. From ID 6 we can replace this C. So that means we can perform push operation into the stack, or this C will be replaced with A. So that is Q comma A comma A. So here actually top of the stack contains C. In the place of C we can replace with their production A. So now current state is Q, input is A, top of the stack is A. From ID 7 we can perform the pop operation. So that means this A will be popped from the stack. So finally stack is empty and input is also completed. That's why that particular string is accepted by the PDA. So this is the process of how to convert, whatever the algorithm for conversion from context free grammar to PDA, and how to construct PDA for the given context free grammar, and how to validate our constructed or our designed PDA is a correct one or not. Thank you.